Hi everyone, this is Susie back again, and today, as you can see in front of her, she has got that beautiful hanging basket that she did at the end of March. To be precise, it was the 23rd of March 2019. So this particular plant had its monthly birthday yesterday, being the 23rd yesterday. So it's 5 months old since I planted the pelargoniums, which is the ivy type ones, into this particular winter basket. As you can see, I also showed you in March that I have put lobelias and violas around it. And look at how beautifully that purple one is flowering. This beautiful bunch of flowers there, you hardly can see the leaves. And every week I have been feeding my ivy with this particular stuff. It's from Yates, and it's to give more flowers, more fruits. It's a soluble, it actually is a granule type. I'll show you what it looks like. It's granule type. It looks something like that. One heaped teaspoonful, like this particular teaspoonful, goes into a 5-litre watering can. I make 5 litres of this to spray nearly every week. Every Sunday I feed my plant with this stuff, and on top of that I feed it with slow release, which is not every week. Once a month I give a little teaspoonful, and of course my favorite, which is the dynamic lifter, that I feed it with. So that's how the plants are luscious. Everything is luscious. The only thing next time I will be doing is possibly plant one down and one up here, one down, one up, so we don't get to see the choir mat as much as it is showing. So that's one thing I have learned from it. And don't forget, this is my first ever winter basket that I have created, and I'm absolutely thrilled with it, how it's looking and what it has done so far. So I will gradually turn this around so you get to see the entire basket. It is a little bit heavy, but I'll just turn it around so you get a good view of it. It's lovely how the lobelias are still flowering, and so are the violas. I mean, I only bought 2 packs of it. I should have bought 4. If I had bought 4, it would have been a lot fuller and a lot nicer. You wouldn't be able to see the bars, the choir mat then. But however, we all learning as we go. What I'm really thrilled about this, being 5 months old, is now the spring is coming, and so are all the buds. All the buds are looking good, and how this particular ivy has started to trail with heaps of buds, which is helped by feeding this flower and fruit soluble fertilizer. And if you keep feeding, you will get an ultimate result, and like such. But I must admit, out in the front, the wind doesn't help. As you probably could guess, this side, as you can see, is the side that trade winds, that northwesterlies blow. So that's why it's a bit leaning on towards me a bit. And I have got a gaping hole here because nothing has survived in there. But I will be soon fixing that hole, and I will put a plant in there, one that is already established. So I'm really pleased how it's doing. So we have got this I say Ruleta. As I said, I don't have the name, or it could be Mexicana or Mexican something, or mahogany something, I don't know. And one of them is Lord Bound Powell here somewhere, and the other one is hopefully the sticks are still Lord Bowden Powell is actually here. This particular one, I've got some nice buds on it, and one has finished flowering. And then over here is Contessa White that I planted a bit later when I finished with this basket. And this particular one is Milford's Gem. I believe Milford's Gem is a compact plant. As you can see, it doesn't trail, so that's why it's sitting right on top of the basket. It hasn't really trailed or cascaded, not as much as my Contessa White and this particular one here, and Lord Baden Powell, which I will show you how the Lord Baden Powell has done. Is this one here. It's flowered. The wind seems to take good flowers and knock them around a bit, but I hope in spring excuse me, I have been had a cold, so I'm sorry about my voice and coughing and carrying on, and then the wind really spoils the plant's growth, as you can see, but the wind, I hope, will stop in spring, which will then have a chance for me to grow something. For that, I have this particular plant already established called the Joker that I will put in there. And to be able to do that, I have actually made a hole. So let you see that, which is just over here, and you can see how well everything has rooted and the soil gets very dry. Now the root system has gone all over the place, and that will really be looking for water, nutrition, everything else from now on right up to summer. And I have to take as much soil from this to be able to plant it there so that it fits into my little hole, which I have. And all I am going to do really is to put this plant in, just like that, and fill it up with some soil. And that will just, water it properly. And of course, in summer, we won't have these beautiful flowers flowering forever. As you know, violas and lobelias will or can flower right up to summer, but I really don't mind if it stops flowering and let this ones trail and do its thing. So I get a basket full of ivy pelargoniums on the show. So when the spring comes, I can imagine all these buds and everything in flower, and lobelia and viola sort of dying down or perhaps perish. Well, that's what I think will happen to them at the moment. We are still in winter, so they've got a good couple of months to flower as well. I won't water it here, so when I take it outside, hang it where it came from, I will be then providing this soluble 5 liters of the mixture that I've made out of this, and I will thoroughly soak that. And from now on, instead of watering every 7 days, every Sunday, this will be watered possibly every 3rd day, because it will get hungry and then we will be in a warmer climate. There'll be a lot of evaporation going on, and this plant would need watering just about every third day. So that's what I'll be keeping an eye on and see when I have to water. So I'm thinking probably every third day. And I'm just feeding it with dynamic lifter. That's one thing I like to do with my plants, so they get well fed. It's about half a cup that I have just given this particular plant with dynamic lifter. And I also like to give a bit of slow release fertilizer, about a tablespoon, right in the middle. And this will just sort itself out. So it's got its dose of everything. Of course, I'm also going to give a lot of potassium to it. Why do I like to give potash or potassium to it? Because that just helps bringing in a lot of buds and flowers. And that's what I want to say. That's why I like using this particular one, because it has got a lot more potash for floral and bud growths and stuff. Thanks for watching my video, and I will be back with another video very shortly. Thank you. Bye bye for now.